Hello, welcome to Content News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Headline today. A working program to promote the tourism cooperation and development of Quảng Ninh, Cần Thơ. Cần Thơ City held a groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of 130 houses in the first phase of 2023. Vĩnh Long province pledged ready to use the river Seine to support the leveling of Cần Thơ expressway. On the afternoon of April 17 in Hạ Long City, Mr. Nguyễn Thị Khiển, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee, and Ms. Nguyễn Thị Hằng, Vice Chairwoman of Quảng Ninh Provincial People's Committee, co-chair a working program to promote the tourism cooperation and development of Quảng Ninh, Cần Thơ. Attendees were representatives of relevant departments and agencies, some travel business units of the two sides, and representatives of Vietjet Aviation Joint Company.
Up to now, the Civil Aviation Administration of Vietnam has licensed Vietjet to open Cần Thơ to Vân Đồn Quảng Ninh flight route, scheduled to operate from April 25, 2023, with a frequency of one flight per day and 3 days per week. To exploit Cần Thơ to Vân Đồn flight route and vice versa, in the condition that passengers to have the habit, the need to move through Nội Bài and Cát Bi airports, Quảng Ninh Province and Cần Thơ City will coordinate to destination promotion. The two sides will promote the introduction of special products of Quảng Ninh to tourists and people in Cần Thơ City in particular, the Mekong Delta in general and vice versa. They agreed to build a tourism program connecting Quảng Ninh with Cần Thơ City through Vân Đồn International Airport and Cần Thơ International Airport. Immediately after this work program, tourism businesses of the two sides will conduct surveys and develop unique and attractive tourism programs to offer to visitors.
On the morning of April 18, in Vĩnh Trinh, Commune, Vĩnh Thành District, the Vietnam Foreign Front Committee of Cần Thơ City held a groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of 130 houses in the first phase of 2023. Mr. Nguyễn Trung Nhân, President of the Vietnam Foreign Front Committee and leaders of Mass Mobilization Board of the City Party Committee, leaders of Foreign Front Committees of districts attended. To contribute to taking care of the poor people's lives, to stabilize their lives soon, and to rise out of poverty sustainably from the Mobilization Fund, the Standing Committee of Vietnam Foreign Front Committee, the Mobilization Board of Fund for the Poor handed over the symbolic board of the nation, 130 houses, for the first phase to representatives of leaders of the Vietnam Foreign Front Committees of districts and representing a symbolic board of 10 houses to poor households in Vĩnh Bình and Vĩnh Trinh communes of Vĩnh Thành District. Each house is worth 50 million dong, sponsored by Cần Thơ Lottery One Member Limited Liability Company. The total demand for sand fuel for the North-South Expressway Covenant project in the east from Cần Thơ to Cà Mau is up to 18.5 million cubic meters. By next June, the constructors will carry on the load. Vĩnh Long province pledged ready to use the reverse Seine to support the leveling of this expressway.
The leader of Vĩnh Long province said that sand in the province is very scarce. The river banks are eroded a lot and it is gradually closing the mine. However, Vĩnh Long still has a reserve of river sand. Currently, Vĩnh Long and Trà Vinh provinces are surveying the quality of sand expected to hand over a mine in the area bordering the two provinces. At the same time, it is recommended that the ministries agree on the procedures for implementation. Previously, the Ministry of Transport had written to the People's Committee of An Giang Province to arrange 7 million cubic meter. Đồng Tháp Province will arrange 7 million cubic meter, and Vĩnh Long Province will arrange 5 million cubic meter of sand for the expressway construction investment project. However, localities have only been able to supply about 3 million cubic meter. But this volume cannot be exploited immediately. It is necessary to implement procedures, which takes a long time, affecting the rate of progress.
From April 25th to 27, 38 Vietnamese seafood enterprises will participate in the International Seafood Expo Global in Barcelona, Spain, to promote products. The exhibition features more than 1,550 participants from more than 76 countries around the world, occupying nearly 40,000 square meters of exhibition space.
This year, the number of Vietnamese enterprises participating has doubled compared to 2022. Representatives of Vietnam's seafood industry in key products, pangasius, shrimp, and seafood are present at the expo. Diversified products, deep processing, ready-to-eat and ready-to-cook products, meeting the rapidly changing consumption trends after the pandemic. The gathering of seafood-producing countries in the world, the large participation of importers, is an opportunity for Vietnamese enterprises to test and introduce products in the transition from raw materials to value-added products. In addition to purchasing activities, searching for customers, and introducing products at the booth, this year VASEP has organized more demonstrations of dishes made from pangasius, shrimp, tuna, and other items. Other value-added products under the theme Healthy Convenience, with Vietnamese chefs living and working for many years in Spain.
There are about 2 weeks left until people nationwide enter the 5-day holiday of the Home King's death anniversary and April 30th and May Day from April 29th to May 3rd. This is also the first wave of the tourist peak in the year. Some airlines reported that the number of passengers booked on some domestic routes reached 70% of the number of seats. In a quick survey of online tickets from April 28 to May 3rd, fares on many flight routes jumped simultaneously depending on the airline and flight time, such as Ho Chi Minh City-Đà Nẵng route. Round-trip tickets from April 28 returning on May 2nd cost 3.6 to 4.2 million đồng. Ho Chi Minh City Khánh Hòa round-trip tickets from 3.2 to 4 million đồng. Round-trip tickets from Ho Chi Minh City to Phú Quốc 3 to 4 million đồng. Ho Chi Minh City Thanh Hóa route 2 to 5.2 million đồng. Particularly for the Hanoi Côn Đảo route, exclusively operated by Bamboo Airways, round-trip tickets cost up to 8.5 million đồng. This route has 5 return flights per day. For flights from Ho Chi Minh City, round-trip tickets range from 4 to 6 million đồng. The Sponsoring Association for Poor Patients in Cần Thơ City has coordinated with manufacturers to give gifts to poor patients being treated at Cần Thơ Oncology Hospital.
On behalf of the benefactors, the abbot of Thường Hoàng Pagoda, Ho Chi Minh City, Thích, Tỉnh visited and encouraged the patients being treated at the hospital to overcome their illness and be treated with peace of mind. From the campaign, the group gave 50 cash gifts worth 500,000 dong per person to help needy patients have more expenses during their treatment at the hospital.
Phong Điền District Education and Training Chamber on April 17 collaborated with Hóa Commercial Service Company to organize a donation and instruction on how to properly wear helmets for students at Mỹ Khánh Quang Primary School, Mỹ Khánh Khmer Mường. 343 helmets were given to students in grades 1 and 2. In addition, the organizers also instruct children on how to wear helmets properly in order to create habits and skills for safe traffic participation. The above activity was implemented by the Phong Điền Chamber of Education and Training and integrated with the traffic safety contest for children's marks, with the participation of 28 primary school students from 14 primary schools in the district. And now a quick check on weather condition. Thank you very much for your attention. Please visit our website, kênh youtube.vn. Bye for now.